Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another 23 on video. But today we're going to be doing a very long grind. Basically, we're going to be doing 500 tier 4 revenants. And you might be asking yourself, why Oliver? Why are you doing this? It's because I want to see if I can get not profit, but how much money I can actually save, or if tier 4 revenant is actually profit, which it isn't probably. But that's not the point. I'm level 7 Revenant Slayer and I want to get to level 8. So I'm going to be doing tier 4 Revenants in order to do this. But there's a catch. Since there is AATROX, we are going to be using that as well. And as you can see, this is AATROX right here. He just came elected after pool this year, and as you can see, he has 3 perks. He has gain rare drops 20% more often, started Slayer prices quest as half price, and earn 25% more Slayer XP. Now, every video that I have seen to do with Slayers, and mainly tier 4 Revenants, or any Revenants, is that they don't utilize AATROX. And this is full maxed perk AATROX, which is 20% more rare drops, so that's going to be really good for money, and the slash prices, which is going to be the main 2 things I'm focusing in this video. And I want to get Revenant at level 8, so that's Slayer XP buff will be really good as well. We could actually make profit if we get a ton of Scythe Blades. Beheaded Horrors is not what we want, so we really hope that we don't get any bad RNG. And there's also the RNG meter, which could also give us a lot of potential money. And you might also be asking yourself, like, Oliver, why aren't you doing tier 5 Revenant Horrors instead? They surely give a lot more Slayer XP, a lot better items for sure, and they seem really good. Well, there's a slight problem with that, I'm a bit too fragile and I'm a bit too weak to actually do them, and I end up dying like that. Also, one more problem with actually doing tier 5 Revenants is because when I was doing them, I kept lagging out. And Reaper Armor, for me, I did borrow my friend's setup from Felii. It didn't really work out and I kept dying. And it doesn't help that I don't actually have a Wi-Fi to set for internet connection like that. And without further ado, we might as well get along with the video. But this video is kind of inspired by Ryan Catlord because, he's done this before during last AATROX, I think, which was like a couple months ago or something. But I am going to go a bit more into detail. And I am going to be using Black Cat, which would also give me, if I can open my Skyblock, it will give me 139 Magic Find, which is basically going to be what I'm going to use to do all of these Revenants. And if you check my Sky Crypts, you would see that I'm at 150 tier 4 Revenants. I am right now, and at the end we should be at like 650 revenants. So if I do have to ask you, if you do enjoy this and want to like and subscribe, I will come back in like an hour to update you guys on if anything crazy happened. And yeah, remember to like and subscribe, I guess. And boys, we are actually back from like 150 tier 4 revenants so far out of the total like 500. I mean. So, you might be asking yourself, why did it take you so long to come back, and why do you sound so exhausted? Well, 2 things, maybe 3, but 1, it took forever to do those Slayers, man. That took so long, and I was experimenting with trying to do tier 5 a little bit, but that's why this video is called tier 4, because your boy can't really do them, because this is kind of a budget type of channel, kind of. Second reason, let's just say I was playing a little bit of Geometry Dash. So, yeah, you may have, yeah, that happened. But, that's not the only thing that really happened. Also, I was kind of leveling up my skills. But I wasn't leveling up combat, and I do have to show you if it doesn't like. I did hit combat 41 when I was doing this. So that means I got about 1.3 million XP from farming all those Revenants so far. We should have 3 times this amount by the end, which means I should get combat 42 when I finish this, right? And just to put the cherry on top for now, because I'm probably going to have to finish this video tomorrow, so I might sound a bit different, and I am recording this at midnight, so bear with me please. But I am very exhausted, and in our Slayer stuff, for now we have a couple snipe books, which are not that good. I did save the enchanted gold from the golden ghouls though. Those I am going to save because I'm actually quite interested in how many we could actually kill. Okay, that's how we got so far from killing 150 tier 4 revenants so far. 15 runes, 200 catalysts, but that's not it. Here is some rare stuff that we got. Kinda, it's crazy RNG stuff, like very rare stuff. Snake ring, which is crazy RNG. The headed, which is crazy RNG. Maybe rune I thought was just cool, so I just had it. Revenant catalyst, it's rare, so like that's just why it's there, and it's just rare. It's epic even. But you know what I mean. And I did get a first couple bosses in, and I got a scythe blade. So yeah. And my RNG meter right now is like about 15% or something, and we got exactly a stack of foul flesh. So I think this combined is about 4 million coins. Now, how much I actually spent on doing the quest, I don't know right now, but basically it's 25,000 times 150 times 150. I'll probably just put the math on screen to do that right now. You'll see it. But I did do calculation for revenant flesh, because you're gonna ask me, Oliver, there's no revenant flesh here, bro. Like, where's that, bro? Come on now. But I have a reason for that. My sack is a tiny, well, it's a medium sized sack, right? And I only just got used to using sacks, honestly, and I had to sell it multiple times. I said fill up my inventory. I had to sell like 5 times. With like, basically, I calculated how much revenant flesh I actually would have, and that's by, if you look at like the Slayer drop tokens, tier 4 drops like between like 54 and a stack of revenant flesh. So we're gonna make it a stack because it's easier to calculate, and because you'll get more from doing the Slayer mini bosses, right? Because more token drops, which in this case is revenant flesh, right? So if we did a stack times 150, that comes out to 9,600. Or if you got lucky, maybe, and got more mini bosses, that'd be like 10,000-ish. But we're just gonna go off the math, you get me. And I did insta sell it, by the way, but you might not want to do that because you know you want money. But let's see how much 9,600 be on buy order. 5k. Yeah, wouldn't recommend doing this for Rev Flesh, but you know, if you want actual good token drops, you know, maybe you should do E-Man Slayer video on that soon. I swear to God, it'll be a good video though. But still, I actually got a ton of XP levels as well, which is not really that much of a laughable amount, honestly. But yeah, I don't really know what to do, but I am going to carry on with these Slayers probably tomorrow, and for you it'll be like just a couple seconds, unless something crazy happens. I'm just gonna show you the loot. So yeah, see ya then, I guess. Alright, boys. We have to kill literally just one more revenant. Alright. Then we get level 8. I sound tired? Yes, I do. At least I think I am, but it's been hours, man. Okay, after the last clip you saw, it's been 2 days. But it's taken me that long to actually do this. So, yeah, basically just gonna kill a couple of these guys, and then well, we'll spawn the boss, obviously. I did get quite a few drops, and I'm actually kind of surprised with how many scythe blades we kind of got. Let me just kill this boss. So my recognition for my work. I need to collect all of this, bro. What's even level 9? You get a Reaper thingy, you get a level 12 minion. Oh, just give me it, bro. I need all of that. Zombie brain mixing and 50% natural regen, which is actually pretty good if you think about it. That's a lot of rejuvenate, kind of. But we did it, and I did it with this armor as well. Necron and Livid Dagger. That's what I did for most of these. That took a long time, and we're going to now cut to the loot. But before that, we're going to show screenshots of all the scythe blades that I got. Foreshadowing, I got 4, so moment of silence for them. So, as you can tell, we have finished all the stuff, and you saw how many scythe blades I actually got. I actually got 4 of them, and that is pretty damn good, thinking that I would only maybe get 1 or 2 through that entire experiment. So, I have to also show you, before I forget this, about my combat XP. I'm level combat 42 now, and I wouldn't suggest going off of that because I was doing some tier 5s earlier. When I finished, I had maybe what was it like? I was halfway to 41, I think, when we started. So I basically gained a level and a half, I think. I'll put any text to say if I'm wrong, because I do like try to edit this. And yeah, I did quite a bit of XP. So that's really good for combat XP and pet levels, because my pet was level like 87 before I started doing tier 5s afterwards. Like now it's 88 obviously, but it was when we started it was like 82 or 83, something like that. My black cat also got an extra level from all of this as well. But now I have to show you all the Slayer stuff loot. This doesn't include tier 5 stuff, so it's just the 500 tier 4s I've actually done. If you don't believe me, just check my Sky Crit, you'll see that I've done all the tier 4s. And I could do tier 5s now because, you know, this bad boy. And that's really, really good. But this is going to make me some of my money back. So this is some of the bad stuff, you could say. Basically, right now, I farmed up all the golden gold stuff, which includes, you know, 25 enchanted gold and a leftover, which this is probably a bit of money. I'll just say all the stuff afterwards. Smite 6, they go for like 5k each. Pestilence Room is just nothing. Undead Catalyst, I don't even know. But I'll say in a minute after I cut this clip out of how much it actually is. In this chest we have all the crazy RNG drops that aren't really worth a lot. So you have 4 snake runes, beheaded horror. I don't know why rainbow runes in there, it just looks cool. Rainbow. And 7 rev catalysts, which are not crazy RNG, but they're rare. So I just put them there for good use, innit? And then the good stuff, the big money. And there's also like nothing in this chest by the way, but here. Oh boy, we have 4 scythe blades, which they come out to like 3 million per, so that's like 3 times, so that's 12 million I can sell these up to here. We also have 2.5 stacks of foul flesh. It's really perfect, you know, it's exactly that much, which actually is quite good comparing how much scythe blades we got. I was expecting a lot more beheaded horrors, but you know, we got a lot more of that. So I'm going to cut this clip, do the math, and tell you how much money we actually made, and how much we actually spent money on the revs. Also, before I do go, I do have to say the rev flesh I was selling on the way, same rotten flesh, but that maybe only made us like 20k, the rev flesh at least. So it doesn't really pay that much of a difference, but you know, we'll see. So yeah, like and subscribe. So I added up all of the profit and stuff for all of these chests, and before we like, you know, do the calculation, I must say, isn't it weird now you have 7 undead catalysts and 7 revenant catalysts? Does that mean I have the same drop chance once you hit level 6? Because that's when revenant catalysts can drop. Oh, by the way, I must say I did start this at level 7, so I could have like every drop spawn, obviously. Well, that's like, it wouldn't be fair, so I had to clear that up for anyone. But I have done that calculation. With all of those quests, we spent about 11.25 million coins for, I think, 500 revenants, or 450. But here's the thing, I did do 500, because if you check my Sky Leo mode, then you'll see that I went a bit over to make sure so that we like do it. So like 50 more, and then you know you do a bit more. It's like it's a little bit over. You know what I mean. It's to make sure it's accurate, and I'll put it on the screen if there's anything that I did wrong, because I want to make sure this is good. But it's only tier 4 revenant, so don't really worry about it. But I am glad to say that we actually got lucky, I think, because we would have gotten more beheaded horrors, but mainly because of the scythe blades. We made what is it? 5.35 million profit, which is 5,350,000 coins. That's how much profit we made, and that's like, you know, we made 16.6 million coins if we sold all of this items except for the runes. I did not include runes, and if you take that away from the 11.25 million, then you'll get yourself 5.35, which is how many million coins we would have profit if I sell all of this, which I'm going to need to do because I bought, you know, an axe that was shredded. And I'm glad to say that tier 4 is actually profit if you get lucky, and the RNG just meter probably helped me a lot, honestly, because it tells me how much my next RNG is, so that's pretty good as well. And yeah, I'm gonna start selling this stuff, you know, but these don't really count as much, might say, because but I did obviously calculate because I want this to be a fair test. But in all honesty, if you can't do tier 5, tier 4 ain't that bad, honestly. But Spent might be better because Overflux is like 60 mil right now. If I have a look right now, actually. Overflux. Yeah, 51, and for the Orbit 60. So, pretty damn expensive for those, rather than Cyclades, obviously. So, if you did enjoy this video, I want to have any other tips or anything, join my Discord down below. Follow me on Twitter. I don't have Twitter. Just subscribe to me, and yeah, be a happy boy, and yeah, peace.